Welcome back. We are here for Sekiro. Shadows Die Twice. Shura, no Airswim by Holm. Holm, it's so good to have you here. Do you want to do a quick introduction of yourself?
Thank you. Yeah. Hey guys, I'm a Sekiro speedrunner, and I'm glad to be the first to show this new route for no Airswim that the glitch hunters have cooked up.
Yes, so like you're going to be showing us stuff that people have never really seen before. So this will be very, very interesting.
Yeah, definitely gonna be interesting. We'll see how it will go. There are some parts that are a little shaky, but we'll definitely have fun.
I definitely think so. I mean, like we haven't even started yet, and we've gotten quite a lot of support and donations in already, which has bumped up the total that we have like crazy. But we still are missing for the Havel's Tower skip, which we are heading into. So please, if you're getting donations in to support Holm, showcasing this new route, then get them in now. Friends and family of SCM. Holm, any words before you want to start off the run?
Well, not much. I guess I'll just say that we're playing on an older patch, so try the same skips at your own expense at home, but you may need to, look into down patching. Anyway, I'm all good. I'm ready.
Okay, I guess I'll count down from 3 or something, and then we'll start.
All right.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck.
All right. Okay, so here we are. Shura no Airswim. Right. So Shura, I'll just explain the category real quick. Shura means essentially any percent, and then the no Airswim is a restriction that essentially bans the Airswim glitch, which is a glitch that is very, very useful. And the reason we ban it isn't because it's like a whole debate about unfairness or stuff like that. It's simply because this category is like super unique, and it just had a new route, unlike any percent, which has been the same for the past many years, So I'm gonna be very excited to show that off to you. Right, we start off the game here by speaking to Kuro. There will be a few parts where we have to talk to NPCs. Not so much, because we can skip a lot of things. Oh, and there you saw it, a little grapple glitch, a little taste of what's to come.
Damn.
We'll definitely see some more abuses of the grapple, which I bet a lot of people thought that was going to be more abused when the game came out, and we're waiting for the speedruns. But yeah, it's been years before we actually finally found some really disgusting ways to abuse it. And I'm gonna show some of them today.
We're very excited.
Yeah, hopefully I'm not hyping up too much, me just failing it over and over again.
I mean, if it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
Oh, we do our best.
For sure. I'm jumping a bit here because when you don't have the sword, you can't sprint. And so we just take a little intentional death here. It's the fastest way to end the tutorial segment.
That's funny because in most games, right, like when you do the jumping while like walking, you think you're going faster, but you're not actually. And then when you're playing with people, they're like, "Stop doing that! It doesn't work."
Yeah. Yeah, that's a classic Sekiro thing. They definitely, did a lot of interesting new design with this game. And one of those is the grapples, and we're gonna see how that's gonna be very fun. One thing, like, as I'm making my way through the game, you can try and look at like the grapple in terms of how far I am away from the grapple, because it's something that's gonna be important later. When I'm far away from a grapple, at the point where I take the grapple, I'm gonna have a high speed at the start, and then the speed is gonna taper off, as you might see here. You actually move very slowly at the start, so keep that in mind for later. Also, I picked up the shuriken, which we'll use for a glitch later. Alright, So we're gonna come up on the first like skip here, where I'm gonna skip the ogre. Might take a few tries.
I believe.
All right, there we go. So the first part of the run is gonna look a lot like a regular sort of any percent run, if you're familiar with those, which some people are, some people aren't, but you know, that's how things are.
What made you start speedrunning Sekiro?
Yeah, so I saw Distortion play it, and I was like, yo, this looks cool, I want to speedrun it.
It was that
Yeah.
simple.
Yeah, I didn't even know about Souls. I just saw this game and I wanted to speedrun it.
Nice.
that was essentially it.
Natural born speedrunner.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, I had been into speedrunning before, but with, you know, watching GDQ runs from back in the day. Okay, we just make our way past the snake here. I took a little bit of a safe path here. You can do some crazy parkour here, but it's kind of risky. And I'm not gonna be that guy that loses like a minute trying to save 5 seconds at the start of the run.
Are there any runners in these categories or in this game that like tend to try and be very flashy?
Oh yeah, I'm like that all the time. I have to rewire my brain to not play like that.
Oh my goodness.
I definitely spend like 99% of the time at the start of the game when I play the game.
Do you have time for one donation?
Sure.
Haiti donates $20 saying to Frank or to Z. That is the question. Frank or Z?
Thank you, Haiti.
What is it, Holm? Is it Frank or the Z?
Why not
For
both?
you? Oh. That's greedy though.
They go well together, I mean.
You can't pick both, man.
Well, I mean, why not?
Yeah, it's true.
All right,
Frank,
so
go on.
yeah, I'm just doing the Yobu skip or the horse skip right now. I just failed it the first time, but yeah, okay, get it the second time. I had to quit out when I missed it because otherwise he'll break the tower, and that's not too good because then we'll actually have to fight a boss. I'm just gonna wait a bit to see if he falls. We don't have to have him fall, but it makes the rest of the run easier. Oh, he's kind of stuck. I'll move a bit to get him moving on. He should fall here. Yeah. Yeah. When you kill enemies in this game, it's a bit like with the Elden Ring DLC. You get these things, these memories that enhance your damage or your attack power. So it's not required to kill him, but it speeds up the rest of the game by having more damage. And there we go with the bull skip. So all of these skips so far have just been kind of traditional parkour. Towards the mid to late game, we'll start doing stuff that makes absolutely no sense. So I didn't feel like I needed to elaborate on these ones so far, but yeah, we may have to do that later. All right, so now we're past the early game, and at this point we can start thinking about where we want to go, you know? When you're a router, you think about, oh, where do I want to go first? What's most optimal and such? And for this, we go straight back to the beginning of the game, because that's obviously where you want to go. Yeah, we need to pick up or equip our shuriken for the glitch that we're gonna do in a bit. So we do that here, and then we'll go towards the corrupted monk. In this game, to achieve an ending, you need to progress the world state. And to do that, we need to collect some items and kill Genichiro. So essentially, all the routing comes down to how you pick those up. You can't really skip those steps, at least as far as we know. So all the routing is, you know, about that. So here we're gonna go towards the monk first, where we'll get the first of the items that we need. just, you know, in case you were wondering why we go around killing bosses, we can't just fly to the end like certain other games.
Damn. Are you throwing shade?
No, those games are great, you know?
I'm just joking.
Now, you know, we love all the games. They're great. All right. So here we're gonna come to the skip that I'm the only one who likes because I found it. Everyone else hates it because you have to do it while getting shot at. Oh! Okay, I almost made it. Okay, that was...
Oh my
I don't
goodness.
know why I didn't make it that, but okay. So I just quit out because I don't want to die. Yeah.
That was intense, though. Do you have time for a donation in the meanwhile?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so Anarchy Do Gaming donates $3 saying thank you for all. No, thank you. Thank you so much for your generosity and helping us raise money for Save the Children here. And we've got rdom underscore donating 10 saying towers Havel do skip. Skip does Havel tower. Havel's skip do tower. Do Havel's tower skip. Did you think that you would tongue twist me there? Ain't no way, rdom. But thank you so much for the $10 and thank you for donating towards the upcoming incentive for the next run, which Regal is running Dark Souls and he's doing towers Havel skip. If we raise the money, but we are not fully there yet, so we're less than $100 away. If you're feeling generous today, make sure you get your donations in. And we have $100 from Strange German Guy. Dankeschön.
Oh.
Dankeschön. And he says comment, or they say comment. Much appreciated, Strange German Guy. Ich bin große Danke. Holm.
Great.
Did I do okay with the German?
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm not confident in my German skills either, so I won't expand.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, we completed the Shijiman skip. Also, those donations are crazy, by the way.
Yeah, they're crazy.
Thank you.
There's more.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. We are at $528 raised.
Oh, that's sick. All right.
Nice.
I'm gonna backstab this lady here and hopefully not die. Right. Ooh.
I love the context of like, yes, we're great donations for Save the Children. So I'm gonna backstab this lady here.
All right, so this is the first like actual fight, and I'm doing something that is referred to as 180 dead angles. So in this game, the enemies were designed with blocking and deflecting in mind as their primary line of defense. And the way they decided to code it with how the enemy was going to react to your attack is that you attack and it sends a signal for them to block. Now, what if you were facing away from them while you were attacking? Miyazaki didn't think about that one, so yeah. If you're facing away right before the attack comes out, the enemy won't block. They're pretty precise, especially because when you turn away, you know, you're moving the opposite direction, so you need to get a good turn to not lose distance. Right, so I'm just picking up some items here that we'll need later. I'll explain later. Dodge the dog. All right. Miss Noble? Great boss. I'm actually gonna buff for him. He's that tough. I know, incredibly original joke here.
Go for it.
Oh. Wait, did I? Okay, I think I might have not upgraded attack power or something. Or maybe I'm just tripping. Probably the latter. Okay. Right. So all of this progress so far was just to get to the monk. It's kind of a long way. The rest of the run is going to be pretty compact together in terms of I don't know, moving around. So Oh no. Actually, hang on. It's good that we know backup strats here because I forgot to pick up extra ash. Probably all the Sekiro runners who were watching were like, oh my god, is he gonna do monk cheese with 4 ashes? No, I'm not gonna do that. Right, so, yeah. Next boss is monk, and we're gonna do a cheese where we'll sneak around her, and then we're gonna stagger her backwards with these items. And for some reason, they don't actually aggro her, but we can get her in a spot where we can stealth deathblow her. This is very much working on the current patch, by the way. This is... I have 9 ashes, so the minimum is 4. And you should basically never miss it if you have 6, if you're a... Well, actually... yeah. 6 should be enough for me. I'm not gonna make any jabs at beginners here, because when you're learning, you know, you gotta take the safeties that you can, because you will need to reset if you miss this, if you're doing a run. So just gotta go safe. All right, I quit out to make the door open faster, and then I picked up the shelter stone. Right. Now we're teleporting back to our last idol, which is the idol here at the abandoned dungeon that we picked up earlier. I'm just gonna buy extra contact medicine. We don't actually 100% need it. Oh, whoops. Maybe I'll remember where they are one day. Here. But we'll need them for a skip, and each time you do the skip, you expend 1, and on a world record attempt, of course, you wouldn't mess it up, but in practice, you know, it's a 50-50 at best, probably. So we might have a few retries at it, but we'll hopefully get it.
I believe.
I'm just gonna sneak past these guys. There's kind of some memes with the fish here, and then he makes this guy turn around so he isn't looking, and then you can sneak by. The reason we need to sneak is we want to quit out on the elevator to bring it down faster. But when you quit out in this game, you get sent back to where your last stable ground position was, which is the same as Dark Souls, you know? But in this game, combat counts as unstable ground, so if those guys saw us, we would get placed like way back after quitting out here. Right.
Oh.
So while on the elevator, I'm gonna use the bite down to die. Right now we're moving on the elevator, so this cutscene that always happens on only the first death will be playing while I would otherwise be unable to move, so we get that time loss out of the way right now. I rest because I need to die again in a moment. Okay, deep breath. I need to set up my health in a specific way here by taking some damage. Okay, he does this move, that's fine. Then we change the slot that that item is in so that we can do a prosthetic swap that will trigger a funny glitch. We'll do it again, so I won't explain it in full right now, but just observe. Right, okay. So we're flying right now. Okay, okay, this is not air swimming, okay? This is air flying, okay?
Ooh.
So, I don't know if we actually make it. I think we do, but there is a chance that we don't. Okay. That's okay. We can try again. Okay,
Oh
so
my goodness.
why are we flying? Okay, so the monkeys arena is actually underneath this area. So by flying, you know, we can make it there. Instead of running all the way through this area and accessing it the traditional way. Okay, so we're just gonna give it another attempt here. My timing was a little off on the last one.
I've never seen this flying stuff before.
Yeah, this is completely new.
Dang. Who found it?
Just a second here. Ooh, I don't know. Okay, maybe. Yeah, so most of this new stuff was found by a guy called Umnik. He's a glitch hunter that kind of has blown this category up with Okay, so I'll be fair, this was expected. Don't worry. This is how I planned it.
I can read some donations
Yeah.
in the meanwhile, because we do have
Yeah,
some.
you can.
And it's true. It's true. Holm actually did say that this might very well happen and that this would be a good time for donations. So if you have
Yeah.
donations, please let them come in. We are fundraising for Save the Children here, trying to make a difference in children's lives as we have been for the past 80 years. We have raised as a community over $144,000. 144,000. Yes, that's correct. And we are aiming for $150,000 in total. This goes such a long way in Save the Children's programs. I mean, just $5 can provide treatment for a child for pneumonia, and that is one of the top killers of children under the age of 5 worldwide. So, you know, $5 can be the difference between life and death in Save the Children's programs. So you are all making such a huge difference here for children in need. And also, like, I wanted to say that for every $1,000 that we raise during this marathon, we have some secret videos that we want to showcase for you all. So that's a little extra spice from us to give back to the community. I hope you will like those. We are more than halfway towards our first one. Sorry, do you want to talk, Holm?
What you just said sounds real good to me. All right.
Okay. Let me just read one, and that is Fiber with $50 saying, "Show them the meaning of haste." Thank you, Fiber, for that generosity. Much appreciated. Okay, back to Holm. Let's go.
Thank you, thank you. All right, so we did end up getting the skip. So, yeah. As I said, the Monkeys Arena is under the Senpo area, so we've just flew directly there. Again, not air swimming. Yeah, so what I did to achieve that was by dying mid-air, there's this funny interaction with Wolf's corpse in that it doesn't lose momentum. Oh well, you know, asterisk. So when you grapple, you're always gonna end up at the position that the grapple wants to put you at. Unless you die during the grapple. And for some reason, dying during the grapple means that you won't ever lose that speed after, you know, the speed won't taper off, as I mentioned earlier with the, you know, with grappling. So dying at the right time to maintain the highest amount of speed is kind of critical to making it, which is what happened, or what went wrong on the first 2 attempts there, was that I just didn't have the right, I didn't die at the right time, and so I didn't have the right speed. Yeah. So now we're gonna kill Genichiro. We're gonna lock him up in a corner. This is a classic, you know, more dead angle action. This time it's just traditional dead angles with oh, okay. Where we're just literally facing away from him. No like fancy turning or anything. Oh yeah, and I wanted to mention that the last thing that we did, you know, with flying, that's the only thing that doesn't work on current patch, and that is the reason that we do it on the old patch. It's just because of that one.
We actually have a donation for that, which is Holm Airlines donated $22 saying, if you look to the right, you will see a lot of sky. And if you look to the left, you will see a lot more of sky. Thank you for flying with us. Thank you, Holm Airlines. And then we have Mega Action Hans with $25 as well. This is so generous of everyone. We've raised $550 so far. How does that feel, Holm? You've helped raise so much money.
That's sick. That's sick.
Yeah,
That's
great
so
job.
sick.
Thank you, everybody.
Last time I looked at we weren't even in triple digits. What the? Going crazy.
It's a very generous community. You're all the best.
Yeah, for real. All right, Genichiro down. Let's upgrade attack power, and we'll go for the final skip.
Let's go.
This final part of the run is kind of like quickly over. It's a lot of running around at the start of the run. But yeah, so the only item that we need to be able to trigger an ending is the Lotus of the Palace, which is guarded by the big monkey, the guardian ape. You know, we could go and fight him, or we could call up the airline again. Okay, I'm just gonna quit out here. Don't want to backstab this guy. Call up another flight. And just fly there, you know? Why not? So that's what we're gonna try and do. Okay. So I don't know why. Okay, I tried to be fancy there. So earlier I explained the thing with, you know, with stable ground, when you quit out, aggro makes you go back. And in this case right there, I shurikened the monk so that I would initiate what we call an aggro chain. So essentially I would store a stable ground position up by him, then I would backstab the guy, and then I would quit out, and then I would get teleported and save like half a second or something, which in hindsight, okay, you know, I don't know if I needed to do that, but hey, it gave me an excuse to explain aggro chains, which used to be a key component to this category. You know, I could talk forever about the history of this run and, you know, and stuff like that. But I won't bother. I won't bother you with it. I just have to line myself up here, and then we're gonna go for that last launch. I don't like my position. I think I got an... Okay, this should be good. Again, I need to make sure
I should have read the Holm Airlines donation now.
All right, now I'm gonna count. Hopefully I can count to 9 without messing it up.
It's very hard.
Yeah.
No,
so this requires, you know, like quite a good setup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we fly.
Wow.
Please work. Ooh, okay. So we're gonna look to land and not... Oh, yes!
Whoa, what the hell?
And now we just steal the flower from the monkey. We don't even have to talk to him or anything, or fight him.
What? That is sick.
The only category where you don't get your eardrums exploded by the big monkey as you run past him for the old skip.
That is insane.
And now we've progressed the world state so that we can achieve the Shura ending. So we're just gonna run up and beat up the final boss, and that's that.
Land safely with your first try with Holm Airlines, everyone.
Yeah, first try, yeah.
No, that's incredible. That's incredible. Yeah. I think that deserves some donations, chats.
Yeah, for sure.
Some appreciation for Holm showcasing this new route, bringing us on the airline.
Man, this went way better than... Oh, don't talk yet. I won't jinx it.
No jinx.
Spamming on the final boss, that has never happened to me before at a marathon. No, never happened before. Never happened before. Okay. Yeah, just final boss, pretty simple, you know, you can overcomplicate it, do all sorts of crazy strats, which I would love to, you know, talk about and such, but we're only gonna do a little bit of 180 here on phase 1, or on Emma, because she's very vulnerable to it. Her moveset becomes incredibly simplified. Oh, okay, that's fine. We can revive. This is Sekiro. I'll just revert to... Oh, no! Okay. Okay. I'm spicing it up a little bit for drama here.
Oh yeah, I gotta make up for, you know, showcasing the skip before.
Alright. Final boss time. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna equip Mortal Draw. Usually, because it's the old patch, we don't use Mortal Draw that often because it's weak on the old patch. So they usually play like whenever you can, you want to play on the new patch for a speedrun because the Mortal Draw is insanely broken on current patch. Whereas on old patch here, it's like kind of bad. It doesn't do a lot of damage. It's actually so bad that if you're going for a world record, it's not even worth equipping. It's time saved to not equip it. Like literally the half second that it takes. I'm gonna do a little strafe here. And boom.
Nice.
That's it.
That's time?
Airswim in... I don't know. Some amount of time. With the new route.
GG. Wait, when do you time? Like on
when Sekiro appears on screen?
Ah, okay.
The time ends.
Okay.
And that should be about now.
Nice. GG. Holm. Thank you so much for showcasing us this new route. That's incredible. We actually have a $20 donation from Holm Landings saying, if you look below us, you can see the floor rapidly approaching. And if you wait just a second, you will see us landing with a lot of style. And by style, I mean face on the ground. Thank you for landing with us.
Man, what are these donators? These are so genius. What the heck?
Thank you, Holm Landings, for the generous $20. And we also have Cents donating $10 saying,
Cents.
I love my Holmie.
Yo, my Holmie.
Yeah, that was so nice. Right, so how are you feeling now after the run?
Feels great.
You're way underestimate.
Yeah, feels great. I was very nervous, but we pulled through. Yeah, man, I'm not gonna lie. I procrastinated practicing for this for a little bit too long. So I think I started practicing like 6 hours ago.
Oh.
And I just played through the entire night practicing.
Oh, man. But like I will say, it was very cool to see the new glitches, and it seems like a lot of people in the chat had never seen that before. So
I'm glad if people enjoyed it. You know, I also sorry for interjecting with a whole like big thing, but thank you to the routers. You know, to Umnik, who is like literally the guy behind this whole thing, and also Mitch Riz, who also wanted to it's so sad that he couldn't be here to commentate because, you know, US time zone, but I'll get to commentate on a run of his later, so please stick around for that. Kanaga Usagi in in like 6 hours, something like that from now. Gonna be great. And shout out to the rest of the Sekiro community as well and the organizers of this event. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Before you hop off, I'll do like a tiny little bit of an interview with you because we're so ahead.
Yo.
So if that's all right, if you're okay with that. So what was your
fine
favorite
with
part
me.
of the run that you just did?
Believe it or not, the best part was that I only needed 3 tries to get the
Holm Airlines.
to get the first one. Yeah, the Holm airline skip. Because that one I have before. I have done like speedrun streams before where I've played for like 6 hours and I haven't gotten past it a single time. That's like pretty usual. Like I actually had a very big mental block on this run. Like literally like so many hours on that, because it's one of those skips that doesn't feel like it becomes easier, you know, the more you practice it. You just get in your own head, and yeah, I'm just glad that even on the first 2 tries, I was very close with the timing, and then I nailed it on the third one. I'm very happy about that.
Yeah. No, totally understandable. So were there any moments where you thought, oh, could go off the rails, and like, how did you recover?
So actually, one tiny thing that probably only like very seasoned Sekiro runners will notice was that when I was fighting Snake Eyes, you usually do a strat. So Snake Eyes was the lady with the gun that we backstabbed. She has a friend that shoots you while you're fighting sometimes, and I somehow messed up the strat where you're supposed to not get shot at. So she was gonna shoot me, but somehow she decided to not shoot me. And I don't know. I
Stressful.
don't know. I just got lucky.
Oh my goodness.
You know, the marathon luck. You know, I just stole all the marathon luck. I'm so sorry to Regal and
everyone else coming up now are just gonna be struggling. If you had to convince someone to play this game, what would you say to them?
I would say that if you have already played it, then it's very natural progression to get into speedrunning, because the game has a built-in, you know, boss practice tool. If you've never played the game, then, you know, it's a good game. You can try it out. It's often on 50% sale. It might be right now because there's an autumn sale, so at least on Steam. So you never know, or the people out there will know. But we have a nice community, you know. We do have some tools, and also we have a community that's very welcoming to people asking. I spend a lot of time, you know, chatting with people, and so all of that is public on our Sekiro speedrunning Discord server, which you can find if you go to the speedrun.com/Sekiro page. Up at the top, you'll find the Discord link, which is a massive resource.
Nice. My last question. If this game had a hidden cheat mode just for you, what would you want it to do?
You know, I've played around with a lot of cheats, but one of the funniest ones is speeding up the Guardian Ape. That's one of the funniest ones. If there was a cheat where
that's the one
you could play as the Guardian Ape with him running around at 10 times speed and having his model sized up by 100, which the latter two, those already exist.
You would just do it for the lulz, for the comedy, not even for like, or is that what you mean?
I mean, I'm pretty sure that if I'm running at 10 times speed and I'm a massive, you know, monkey, I would get the world record. Maybe it would be disputed because you're not allowed to play as the Guardian Ape, but
yeah,
I would count it as legit, not gonna lie.
Sick. All right. Well, you know, thank you so much, Holm, for being part of the SCM2024 marathon and helping raise funds for Save the Children. It has been incredible to have you here and showcasing Sekiro and this new route and showing us things that, we've never seen before. That's
thank you.
awesome. I think any last shout outs before we head on over to intermission?
You know, I think I mentioned the entire Sekiro community, but I mean, I could drop more names. I guess one guy that is not getting enough credit is Wormdog. He has the world record right now on this category. and he's been like kind of a rising star. He hasn't had a showcase yet on anything yet, and unfortunately also, you know, because he's from the US, he couldn't be here to commentate. So I hope that one day he'll get a showcase here as well.
I'm sure. I'm sure. I mean, we will keep doing these marathons annually. That's for sure. It's such a cornerstone for the community to come together every year and do these charity events. So, that would be awesome. Yeah. Well, thank you again. I think we're gonna hit towards intermission now. This was wonderful, and we'll see you for the upcoming run, which is Regal. And everybody in the chat, we are 62% in on hitting that incentive. So please, if you're feeling generous, yes, I'm not sure. Regal in the chat. I'm not sure who we're talking about. But if you are looking to support the marathon and the charity, we are at $580 raised right now. We've just started. It is the morning times here, and we're heading in for a third run. And our first incentive to get hit, and it's for Regal to do Havel's Tower Skip. It is a skip that is high risk, low reward. So let's definitely sabotage his run.
We love those.
Oh yes, we love those. No, but like he might get some marathon luck, you know, Holm. So hopefully.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be praying.
And pray. So definitely make sure to put your donations towards the incentive if you're planning to support. And thank you all. I'll see you in the intermission. But right now we're going to be showing you a Save the Children video so that you know partially how your donations are making a difference. Thank you, everybody.